So in today's one take, we're taking a look at the Shimakaze. This is a ship, I'll admit, I have not played in a very long time, so this might not go particularly well, but it will give you a good look at what the Shimakaze is like in the current meta. There's no practice being done on this one. We are running a full torpedo build at this point. I think the guns mod might be just a little bit better in that third slot, but we'll see how that goes. I'm running as minimal flags as I can. Probably wouldn't even run this one if you didn't have a ton. I just have 3,000 of them, that's why I'm running it. Speed is really nice in this ship. You don't want to be ran down by some of those more powerful gunboat destroyers as quickly. But I do think det flags are pretty close to mandatory for DDs if you want to have a decent time. And then that's the commander build I've got right now. We're going mostly in torpedo boat mode, and we do have last stand, as well as survivability expert. Superintendent's likely going to be my last pick here. Never know, we might hit up some guns every once in a while, but for the most part, I like to play my Shimakaze like it's a torpedo boat, and that's what we're going to do today. But running the main guns mod on the third slot gives you better turret traverse. It used to only give you turret traverse at the cost of some main gun reload, and that's why it wasn't really a great pick to choose. But now that they've modified that skill just a little bit, I think maybe running that on a Shimakaze might be a great option. That extra little bit of torpedo speed you get, I don't know if that's going to make the difference, but some turret traverse actually probably would make a big difference. So that is something to consider looking at as far as making the Shimakaze just a little bit more playable. Ships like the Minsk and the Leningrad and those lower tier Russian destroyers with their incredibly slow turret traverse really benefited from that update to that turret traverse mod. And it makes them far easier to play and much more comfortable. We've gotten into a game, and it's against an FDR. So we don't really have to worry about his rocket planes all that much. They're not really designed to kill us, because their drop pattern is just so massive. They're more designed to hit cruisers and battleships very hard. It's his dive bombers. The dive bombers are really the scary ones for us to potentially take some big damage from. Torpedo bombers as well, but I mean, we're just gonna play mindful that he could come with torpedo bombers and try and drop us. I think I'm probably gonna try and play a little bit wide in this one. It is a little bit scary playing a destroyer into a CV, of course. He can just kind of spot us at a moment's notice. And they do have quite a bit of radar. As a destroyer player, you definitely want to be looking out for what radar ships they have on the enemy team. So they have 2 Des Moines and a Moskva and a Petro. So 2 12-kilometer, 2 10-kilometer radars, and a CV to spot us. So we're going to have a bit of a tough time actually flanking or playing super aggressively. The goal will be to spot. Usually, radar cruisers like to set up on this part of the island, and if we can get some spots in on those guys, it's gonna go really well for our team, I think. I hope that goes well, at least. I'm actually gonna turn the game audio just down a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't too piercing early on. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough over here. The CV planes are spotted over on the A cap. Means the CV likely spawned down south of A, so we don't have that to worry about, but yeah, Des Moines, Petro, that's quite the combo, right? We're nearly in Petro radar range, we're nearly in Des Moines radar range. The goal is to kind of just sit on the edge of it. I really would love to sit just barely inside Petro radar range. That would actually be the ultimate goal of mine. Or the Des Moines, either one. But that would be my ultimate goal, just because then I know when they're radaring, right? If I know they've radared, they have a cooldown for that. And perhaps that cooldown gives me an opportunity to push in. So I'm just going to keep this Des Moines spotted as long as I can. It's probably the FDR plane spotting. See, I went just a little too far back. But you can see how playing here gives me the opportunity to just barely play around this radar. I'm just kind of relying on my teammates to spot these guys, or to deal damage to these guys that I'm spotting. If this Des Moines... Oh, this Des Moines going to push all the way through. Oh, that's too bad. Our torps would have been perfect for him if he had stopped. But we get one. It's a pretty big hit. Of course, Shimakaze's gimmick is that it has some of the hardest hitting torpedoes in the entire game. Do we hit the Petro yet? No, we do not. But that's okay. I think I actually will open up on this guy. We do want to kill him, so our AP can do a little bit of damage. Using your guns in a Shima isn't the most powerful thing in the world. In fact, we just overpenned him there with our AP. They're not the most powerful guns in the world, but we can work in a pinch. I think I will switch back to AP there. That's probably just going to shatter on his broadside. He's not even looking at us. I don't know what is going on. I actually have no clue what's going on here with this Des Moines. I've never seen someone play like this. But hey, we'll take it. And then we've got a Petro. I think this Harugumo might actually rush me. If I was the Harugumo, that's likely what I would do. So I'm actually gonna use my speed boost, and I'm gonna turn away already. I'm gonna try and get out of this position here. And because your turrets turn so unbelievably slow, you really want to start learning to pre-turn your turrets. That's why I'm looking this way. I want my turrets on my left side of my ship. And just like a battleship, you pre-turn the turrets, and you're gonna have a much easier time of things. Trying to take free pot shots as we can. That's something you can definitely do in a Shimakaze. Wow, and this Harugumo has actually just stayed there. He's not made any effort to come after me. It would be hard for him to come after me because I've got a lot of friends around, but I mean, it's a play he could make. He could use this island here to put himself in between so he doesn't get shot at by all these guys, right? This island will give him plenty of cover, but he's not going to go for that one, apparently. So I think it's about time we take this cap, especially with the Petro leaving. I will try and keep him lit as long as possible, but I don't think my team really has shots, so that's fine. Maybe we could spot this Harugumo if he decides to get aggressive. Our Yamato pushing in likely means he's getting torped by the Harugumo, so we got to watch out for torps coming through. It'd be really nice if we could spot those torps for our Yamato. That is something that, as a battleship player, is really nice when a DD is screening in front of you. It's either this gap or the next gap that they're going to choose. So if I sit... Oh, that's actually kind of bad. Actually, no, that's not bad at all. We're going to smoke up. We got friendlies here. And he shot. Perfect. So him shooting is going to get him spotted by the Salem. You can see the Salem has an open line to him, I think. And that should hopefully allow us to do some damage to this guy. Ah, the radar does come through. I was curious that it might not, so I thought, yeah, I'll torp him, just in case. And one more back gun should do it. There's the torps. That's why I was moving forward. And we got him. All right, so we screened for our Yamato. We're gonna get the cap. All is well. All is well. So we've killed the DD here, but the carrier's coming back, so I don't really think I'm gonna get any free attacks, especially because this Montana and Hindenburg and Petro are all running away. I don't want to chase people in a Shimakaze. Most DDs you really don't want to be chasing people, but ships like Holland and Gearing can somewhat get away with it because they have those really long range torpedoes, 15 and 16.5 kilometers. Shimakaze, well, you could run the 20 kilometers. I really don't recommend it just because their detection is awful. They get spotted very, very, very far away from the target, and you're not going to hit as many. Whereas the 12s have a little bit better detection, but more importantly, they do more damage, and I actually don't know about the reloads. The 20s might have a decent reload, but that's the main reason people don't use the 20 kilometer torps all that often. It's just because they get spotted so early. It makes them very easy to dodge. So I'm actually not even going to go after these guys at all. It's a cyclone. It's not even worth spotting them, right? If I spot these guys and it's an 8 kilometer cyclone, well, these guys aren't even going to have shots. They're outside 8 kilometers anyway. You can see it's at 21 kilometers at this point. It'll slowly tick down. If you ever wonder why this number stalls out, at the beginning. It's because it starts at around 40 kilometers, I think, is where the cyclone starts. And because Shimakaze only has 21 kilometers of view range, it sits at 21 until it actually comes down below that. Now, is this? Do we think this Petro is going to turn in or not? I think he's too low. I don't think he will. Killing the Moskva might enable him to turn in. Oh, he is. Okay, so we might torp him, especially because this Yamato and Montana are still just going to turn. They're going to try and probably kill these guys. Strategically, that would be the best play they could make, is finish off the guys on the flank and then try and push back in. But looks like that Petro is going to die anyway, so we'll save our torps. Shimakaze gameplay is often like this, especially once you've dealt with one flank. I think I'm actually going to tell this Monty to get back. He's a pretty free target for the CV to go after, and we want to keep him alive as long as we can. He's a great ship to have on a flank, but not alone on a flank, you know? It'd be much better if he had gone through the middle with our Salem and Petro, because he'd be much safer from the carrier. Yeah, he's getting kind of killed pretty quickly. And we won't have any more vision of him, but that's okay. We want to get in here and torp these guys. So they've dealt with the Yamato now. Do we think this Monty's going to make a full turn? I think he might. He might. Let's throw one. Did this Yamato ground? Oh my goodness. Alright. We're going to cut around this rock. We're going to turn down here, because this Yamato's going to ground, and we're just going to torp the crap out of this Yamato. We saved 2. Monty's not doing a full turn. Alright. A little unfortunate that, but that's okay. The thing we have to watch out for is Petro turning back in, and maybe a surprise Yoshino popping up. That is the main 2 things we got to be scared of. Although it looks like this Yamato is just gonna die, so I'm just gonna dump one like that, and maybe another one for this Montana and see what happens. 15k. That's gonna get eaten up pretty quickly by the carrier, as well as maybe the Marceau if he decides to. Smarnid went forward. That'll probably get eaten up by the carrier very quickly. A single drop from a FDR can do that amount of damage. And it does do that amount of damage. Okay. I'm glad I didn't dump all my torps for that guy. We have potential on this for the Montana. Well, it looks like he turned a little farther north. It's still a reasonably close game, right? Like, the health pools are kind of close, so we do want to be a little careful. The thing we're going to have to worry about is this Petro popping up and just instantly popping radar when we spot him. He, of course, has 12-kilometer radar, and since it's an 8-kilometer cyclone, he knows he can just pop it as soon as we spot him, and he'll get us lit, guaranteed. So that is the one scary thing. I'm trying to go help on this Monty. Ah, there's the Petro. So I think I can actually pet south here. And maybe get some torps on this Montana. Now, what is this guy gonna do? That is the question. Ooh, this is bad. I don't want to get spotted here. He's gonna go forward. That guy's gonna turn in. Oh, I'm so bad. Don't. I'm so bad. Yep, we get spotted. I'm guessing he's gonna turn in just a little bit. Indy's got AP. Can we bounce that? Nice. Or he'll turn out. That's fine too. Where do we think the Hindenburg is going to go? That is the hard part with Shimakaze torping things. Is he just going to bow into us, or is he going to do a turnout? Let's pretend he turns. How are... Oh, sorry, I didn't get a view of that, but we got 2 torps on the Monty. If you're curious how I did that, you push Z or Z to follow your torpedoes. You can only do that when you haven't shot your guns. It'll follow your guns first. And then you push C to just cycle through them. That is the strategy there. And this guy damage conned. So do the classic Shimakaze, shoot one salvo and get an insta-fire after you repped? Ah, too bad. That does sometimes happen, though. That can definitely happen. Alright, so with the Hindenburg likely coming around this side of the island, I'm going to go cut this way again. See, it's a close game still, guys. It is a very close game still. Oh. Right. Hydro is 6 kilometers of range. It's not good, because then he knows which way I'm coming from. My Salem is very healthy, so as long as he doesn't get absolutely nuked by the Montana, I think we'll be okay. Montana's going forward, turning around. We just need to get out of the Hindenburg's hydro range. Then we'll be alright. It's all about holding caps at this point. And with us being the last DD alive, it's really important that I do stay alive. Just playing safe. I want to torp this Hindenburg. If it looks like he's going to come out, I still think he's just going to stop. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. We got our torps back. The Salem should win as long as he doesn't drive out flat broadside to the Montana. And in fact, he does win. And I think that's the game. Wrapped it up. Playing a DD is a lot about staying alive till the end game. It's so powerful being that last spotting, cap contesting threat. It's just so strong. We're going to try and dodge these torpedoes. We have decent air detect, 2.7, so it can be difficult for him to spot us. Although he gets this. So we'll open up with our A, and we'll see what happens here. Turn it off, though, because he's going to go after the Salem, and there's no point in staying spotted. Yeah, that's the game. First one. Not a bad result. I mean, 76k damage is not amazing, but I think we did a good job of helping deal with the DDs, help spot all the radar cruisers, help contest caps, zone off areas. That's really what you're looking to do. Only got 30k spotting damage, but that's a pretty decent amount of spotting damage when there's a carrier in the game, considering that's what they specialize as. On the next one. I think playing Shimakaze in 2021 can be a little bit rough because there's a lot of other really good torpedo destroyers out there with some statistics that I personally would value more. So Shimakaze gives up a ton just to get the highest alpha damage torpedoes in the game. And while that can be fun and really good against oblivious targets that are broadside, that kind of thing, it can be a little better having faster reloading, faster speed, torpedoes that don't get detected as quickly, so you can hit more torpedoes and get floods, that kind of thing, and you're a threat more often. Oftentimes I find with a Shimakaze, at least when I'm fighting one, I'm there to bait out his torpedo strike, and then I know I have around 2 minutes of freedom, right? It's a long time, and it's more than enough time to reset and maybe turn around, that kind of thing. Whereas fighting something like a Holland or a Gearing, torpedoes come up so much quicker that it's hard to know when to do that turnout or that maneuvering, right? But that doesn't make Shimakaze bad. It just means it's a little bit niche and it's less flexible than some of the other DDs. The other things those other destroyers get is actually pretty good DPM on the guns, right? Shimakaze guns are not good. Their reload is pretty poor, but the alpha damage is pretty high and the fire chance is pretty decent. So it's not like the torpedoes or the guns are useless. You should definitely be using them, but you want to take as unfair a fight as possible, like you saw me do with that with the Hiruguma last game. Immelmann dive bombers can hurt a lot. For some reason, they can just, they're skip bombers, but whatever reason they made it so you don't actually have to do skip bomb runs to get big damage out of them. So they can just come over and drop directly on you, which is a little bit interesting. You can see he's definitely hunting for a DD. So, yeah, we're just gonna play like this, try and stay away from things. He's gonna go after a Republic. I didn't open up my AA because he was gonna get out of my plane spotting range relatively quickly. You need to leave. I don't know why you're bow in a Republic, but that's a bad idea. Skip bombers you want to be bow into, as a DD especially. It's kind of comical how they accelerate on the water. They have a lot of people interested in shooting DDs over here. There's a bow in Republic, and good for. I mean, it's good for the enemy team, but not so great for us that they're very interested in shooting at the DDs. So with our Shimakaze friend on this flank already, I think I'm gonna play a little more central. I really do love coming out to this flank, but if my Shima friend on my team plays out here, I should play somewhere else. Crossfires are always a good thing. I'm gonna dump torps like this in this gap and just see what happens with them. Just see what happens with them. Our Republic is gonna get absolutely murdered by the carrier and the enemy team. So we're probably gonna be down a battleship at this point. Ah, Unicum there. I'm gonna smoke up and shoot him. Very high arcs, but when you do land hits, they're pretty heavy. The thing about Unicums is, a lot of the time they take a ton of range mods, so our Yoshino is actually going to be the one spotting him for us. And that's one of the issues with taking DD fights in a Unicum, is that you get spotted from the moon, right? Oh, speaking of Unicums, they have 2 here. Ah, look at us hitting 3 torpedoes on the curve first as he pushes in. I guess he didn't activate his hydro. Torping gaps like that, zoning torps, can always be a decent option. And just like that, we got 72k damage. Alright, so the thing we're gonna have to watch out for in this one is that the Unicum might have torped us. It's likely he torped our friend's smoke, but he could have torped us as well. We're going for the greedy fires to finish this guy off here. I'm reversing and turning. I'm trying to get a good angle to this torpedo line that this Unicum might have taken. Can we get that? All right, so our Republic has died now. There's that fire. All right, that guy actually might die to that, depending on his healing situation. And now we're running because the carrier's here. There's a Marceau potentially coming here. We used to have an Austin mid that could possibly prevent that. But now that Marceau is going to be a very scary threat. And in fact, I'm going to put my last one over on this side of the island. Zoning torps, just like that. And fires are fun, so that GK burnt out. We're going to have to take a look at how much damage we got on him after the match, because that's kind of insane, I gotta say. Hopefully our Yoshino knows to run, and the thing we're going to be looking for right now is if B-cap starts getting flipped. In fact, it does. So the Marceau starts shooting. I don't want to shoot myself because 9 kilometers, I'm not going to hit a Marceau, right? There's no point in even trying. But this gives us an opportunity to push up to this island. We're always looking to take unfair fights. Our smoke's almost up again, so a way to take an unfair fight with a Marceau when you're a Shimakaze is if you have a friend that can possibly spot for you, or you know there's a battleship in range of the Marceau's guns. That spotting can help you. If you shoot him, you get lit, you bait him into shooting you, and then you smoke up. You go dark, he stays lit by your friend in the area, right? That Marceau is low, that's why I'm taking these shots here. He's gonna go forward now. But, oh, come on. Oh, if I could aim better, man. If I can aim better. But still, we got a little bit of chip damage on him. And at this point, I think I might be able to take a 1v1 with him. And I know that sounds crazy, like, oh, he's on 6,000 HP. Surely you can take a 1v1. Don't underestimate Marceau DPM. It is very, 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 very good. We've nearly linked up with our team at this point, which is really good. But yeah, we've given up C for free, almost. Well, not free. I did get 104k on that flank, but it's very, very lost. So the problem with this is the enemy team can start to take the islands in this area. And, well, we have to cross this gap to get to B, or at least our team does. So it could be a bit of a struggle that way. I feel like this Yamato has to turn out, right? I'll put one right at him, we'll see. See what happens. But I'm guessing he turns out. Is this a radar Marceau or Minotaur? I guess we shall see. Marceaus accelerate so quick that you gotta lead so far in front of them. Those look pretty good, but we whiffed. That's too bad. Moyne is probably gonna get radar on us. And that Yamato should die. Oh, we got a bunch of hits and a fire. Alright, our Shimakaze's dead. Yeah, we just gotta run now. Run, run, run away. Although we do have a Marceau here. Tricky, tricky game. Oh, and the carrier's gonna come for us. I think this one's really looking bad, guys. This one's really, really, really looking bad. It's really hard for me to do much in this scenario. They have a lot of gunboat DDs around. And also radar and cruisers. Right? Like, we've done a decent job of taking battleships out and trying to zone and delay, but as a Shimakaze, scenarios like this are where the game gets very, very hard to have high battle impact, right? If I push in, I will just die, right? It's a Minotaur, Hindenburg, and a Des Moines all in these islands, so we need to get a little bit lucky with some torpedoes here. Des Moines is at 10.2. I think I'm just going to flood this gap with torps. I think that's my best bet. Next one there. Last one. Here. Put a spread out, and we got to be a little bit careful here because this Des Moines might radar. I'm okay with being in radar range as long as I've got an easy way out. All right, this island represents an easy way out for me. What a tricky match. Trying to spot, trying to do things for my team, but oh, that might actually run them both into my torps. Minotaur eats one for sure. All right, 19k, just like that. Oh, I need to leave. Hopefully they kill that minnow. Although he's got a super heal. Yeah, look at that. He was on 1 HP. Crazy. That Des Moines was getting too close. I don't want to be 8 kilometers from him when he pops radar. I want to be 9.8, 9.9 kilometers from him when he pops radar. That's the goal. That is a little bit too close for comfort. But we've got a sizable health advantage now. The problem is they have a ship advantage. And ship advantage with spotting from a carrier and superior island presence is just better. Moyne popped his radar now, so we're just gonna be lit for days. We're waiting for the Zhao shot, basically. And if that doesn't come, we're waiting for Des Moines to maybe turn to me. In fact, if he doesn't, I'm just gonna shoot. May as well. We got this island here. Keeping an eye out for who's gonna shoot me. Hindenburg is there, Immelman is there. What is the Immelman gonna do? He'll probably just ground here. Oh boy, this is scary. We got a Des Moines bearing down on us. That is not what you want to see at all. I'm tempted to torp the Hindi, but he's just gonna turn in because of the Marceau torps. The Des Moines is a tempting target, but I think our Thunder and Hindi will be able to handle that. Maybe Zhao is the play. I'm gonna do one Hindi. And then I'm gonna dump the other two north here. I want to hit this Zhao possibly. And possibly the Immelman if he makes a mistake. That is greedy. I launched 3 at 3 separate targets, but okay, the Immelman's not making a mistake. But man, I don't know what to do here. I really need to get into that B cap at some point. Alright, there's the Des Moines. We know he's used radar at this point. So I'm actually going to smoke up and just shoot him. That's going to be my play. Hope that... actually, our carrier probably takes him down here. I'm using AP because that ends his broadside. And we don't have vision, but that's okay. I can just back out of my smoke real quick, get some vision, and then pop back in. We know he's used his radar, right? So we're pretty golden here. Rugumo's mid. Nice. All right. Trying to avoid as much damage from that guy as possible. But I've used my last smoke, so if this... Oh, there's an Immelman here. Oh, can I stop in time, please? Please, 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 please. That's such bad timing for me. Okay, I think I'm okay. And in fact, I'm going to pop out just to see if the Harugumo is rushing me from this angle. You'd have to back up and do some weird stuff, but... and we'll go back in. Trying to use our smoke as intelligently as we possibly can. Yeah, so there's the torps. We knew those would likely be coming. I just gotta hide for now because I'll just get outgunned by these DDs. You can see how strong it is being DD's last live. The enemy team has 3 left, you know, that's difficult to deal with. Very difficult. Just waiting for something to happen, being patient. I will have to leave here very, very soon. Maybe I do that now already. Ooh, wait. Nah. I was hoping I could get on the other side of the smoke. They know where I'm going now. But maybe that's okay? The Thunder is eventually going to die to that. We do have a speed boost. Maybe I rush CV. I think I rush CV here. I think that's the way we possibly win. I have to not get caught by that Harugumo though. Or the gearing. In fact, either one is bad. Lots of bad scenarios here, but we gotta make a play. I'm guessing the Harugumo went down here to torp the Thunder or something. There you are. Hello. Please ignore this. Nothing sinister. I promise. I promise. Mr. Harugumo. I said I promise. Nothing sinister. I said nothing sinister. Stop live firing me, no! We'll try and cut a little bit and then cut in. Oh, they got the work going? That's so good. Both Harugumos here. Can we do it? Can we do it? I think I'm tanky enough. No, he's bow in. That's so bad. Oh, the gearing. Gearing. Maybe my front gun? Yes, the gearing. All right, we need to turn in for his torps. Gearing possibly torped us. Although it looks like he didn't. So with a Harugumo coming up here, I need to... Yeah, there he is. So I need to get these torps off right now. Yeah, we'll save one. We'll save one. Okay. Can I get away from this? What do you think? What are the odds I can outrun a Harugumo with 11 seconds of speed boost? I need to go straight north. Although my team needs to get into B cap. But I need to live. I straight up need to live right now. So I think my best bet is just full speed. Kurugamos are slow. They're really, really slow. 6 kilometers? Oh my goodness. It's so scary. Just run. Please. Please just run. The CV can spot. I don't even have to worry about spotting. Just go. Go, go, go. I took as direct a line away from this island as possible. I wanted to use the island. I wanted to use the island to break line of sight and then just get out. Need to get B or kill one. Either one. Yep, there we go. That's good. Good, good. Marceau might die. Marceau probably dies, actually. Which one is he focusing? He's focusing this one. Does our little bit help? One more hit? Look at my torps! Look at my torps, they're so good! Look at the cross torps! Yes! Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Alright, let's see if we can blind fire this guy. I should have been doing that, I might have got a double strike yet. A Kraken double strike to finish it? Oh man. Shimakaze might be broken. We're not getting lit, so we know he's in the smoke. I'm guessing he reversed to the corner. Maybe. Let's try there. No. Maybe here. Maybe up front here? Should try with my torps yet. What a game! It's patience. Patience is the key here. Oh. Please, 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 please. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Oh, I whiffed. Oh, can that one do it, please? Oh, and the Kraken. It's perfect. Was that the 200,000 damage and the Kraken? Oh, not quite. Pretty good. Both games against a carrier. Lots of gunboat DDs. Lots of radar. I think that is 2 excellent games on how to play Shimakaze. It's still a great ship, man. I should play it more. I don't know why I haven't. Man, that was excellent. 93k and that Kurfürst was dead in the first little bit of the match. Wow. Wow. Nice. Used our health pool and everything. I mean, I guess that goes to show you definitely want to be taking the survivability expert and last stand. And I really do believe I'm going to do superintendent, because at the end there, if I had an extra smoke, an extra speed boost, I live just so much easier. So much easier to live there. Anyways, that's the Shimakaze. I'm pretty proud of that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you have a great day.